Hi, my name is Casey with Swyft Mobile, and today I'd like to review the Swyft Mobile new user interface as well as some new features and functionality that we've added to the product. So I'm logged into Swyft Mobile on my browser today. Swyft Mobile is deployed both via desktop and our true mobile application. And that's available on iOS, Windows, as well as Android devices. So logged into Swyft Mobile, the new user interface includes a lot of improvements to the dashboard. Again, your dashboard here is going to be the first page you see whenever you log into Swyft Mobile, either on your mobile device or on the browser version. So I have information here on my contacts. Lots of calendar information to keep up with your appointments, tasks, and follow-up information, as well as your individual user activity here under presentation activity. You'll see how many tasks or things that you've completed today, as well as how many order forms that you've completed today as well. So let's talk a little bit about contacts. Under contacts, I have near me. Basically what this does when we make this selection is near me will actually pick up your GPS location on your mobile device and show you a list of the closest customers or prospects based on your location. So for example, I'm out in the field, I'm in between appointments with my customers. I can use the near me and pick up the closest prospects or customers based on my location. Click on any of the records there, get more information, maybe shoot them a quick email or call, see if I can stop in and just nurture that account or whatever the case may be. I have the ability to filter this information. If I want to increase or decrease the record count, I can do that. I can also change the ownership to show all contacts or just the accounts that are owned by me as an individual user. I can even filter down to the street level if I choose to as well. If I want to see this in a map view in the upper right hand corner, I can just select map. It'll show me those same records in a map view, and I can click on the different pins that we've color coordinated. Green is going to show me all of the prospects that are close to me based on my location, and the blue pins are going to show me all of my customer records. Again, that's going to pick up, depending on your filters, anywhere from 20 to the closest maybe 100 or so customers or prospects based on your location. So let's go back to the dashboard. Again, that's the near me functionality, very useful while you're out in the field using Swyft Mobile. Search, pretty easy and self-explanatory. I have all the standard or customized search fields depending on how you search for your customers or prospects here. Again, you can filter based on different information. And then last, under contacts, I have the ability to add contacts. So again, we can pre-populate the Swyft Mobile account based on the CRM that you're using today. And then while you're out in the field, you can add brand new prospects or customers. We allow you to differentiate that as well. One really cool feature here when adding a new contact is the set from map capability. So I'm out in the field, it picks up my location. I can, pick a particular building here on my Google map. It's going to pick up that address and autofill that information, which is going to, reduce the data entry as well as any, possible mistakes that I, may or may not make. From there, just scroll down, again, put in as much or as little information that you have up front, whether that's contact details, company details. From there, just hit submit. That information will sync to Swyft Mobile as well as any CRM that you're using on the back end. We'll go back to the dashboard. That's all the information as far as contacts are concerned. The next section has to do with deadlines and calendar information. So here under calendar, I have my specific calendar, which will sync with your CRM, as well as any appointments that you add from Swyft Mobile. So for example, any appointments that show up in green mean that I have something for that day. From there, I can see the date and time, the title of the appointment. I have a demonstration. If there's any notes, who I'm meeting at that appointment. If I want to get more details about that record or about the appointment, I can just click on the date and time there. It'll take me to the company record so I can get the rest of the details there. We'll go back to the dashboard. And from there, after calendar, assignments, we'll talk about that more, but basically assignments allow you as an organization to build territories, whether that's a sales territory or a service type territory. You can build those within Swyft Mobile, and then those account records would fall to an individual user basis, just like a territory. From there, we have this expand and collapse feature, which is new for Swyft Mobile. Here I can see all of my appointments for today, all of my tasks for today. I can add a net new task right from Swyft Mobile. And then I have my opportunity follow-ups listed here under the calendar section as well. Swyft Mobile does give you the ability for full opportunity management, as well as seeing your opportunity follow-up information right here on the dashboard. And then finally on the dashboard, I have my presentation activity. So this is basically, kind of giving me a tally of what my day looks like, what I've completed. I can, drill down into those records of information or tasks that I've completed today, and then any orders that I've submitted or completed today. If you use that functionality within Swyft Mobile, you'll have a running tally there for you as well. So that's a really good overview of the dashboard. Again, that's what you're going to see every time you log in or visit the dashboard on Swyft Mobile. Let's talk a little bit about navigating through the system as well. Let's go ahead and do a search under contacts. I'm going to search for a company name, and I'm going to type in Swyft and then just do a search. That brings up Swyft Technology for me. I can see some basic information about them on the left and right hand side. I'm going to go ahead and click on the name here. That's going to bring up the account or contact record. Again, we've gone with this expand and collapse information depending on what you want to see on an individual user basis. You can expand or collapse information that you want to see right there every time you open a particular record. So I have all of the contact or account details. I can call or email directly from the application. And then from there, it basically just gives me an overview of what's going on with this account. I have one opportunity. I can add another one or manage the one that I already have existing on this particular record. I have 3 current activities on this record, and we'll just scroll down. I see I have an appointment and tasks, as well as some notes and information about all of those activities. And then presentations is basically giving me the historical information on this particular account record with a date, what we did on that particular account, we updated or we created additional information, and then each user that's touched that on a historical record. Again, we can collapse that information depending on what's most important to us. So for example, maybe we want to add an appointment. We'll just click Add Appointment. This gives me the ability to bring up the date and time, let's say the 13th. Once I pick that particular date, something really nice about Swyft Mobile is because we do sync those calendars for you, depending on which CRM you use. You can see whether or not you already have a particular appointment or task for that particular day so you don't overbook yourself. So it looks like we're okay for now. Let's say that this is a demo, and then we can put in the notes that we choose there as well. From there, we just click Save. And now we have all of that listed under our current activities. You can see that I just chose to make a demo on the 13th at 11 a.m. That information is now synced with Swyft Mobile, as well as whatever CRM that we're using. So that's a pretty good overview of what you can do on the contact record as far as appointments. I'm going to collapse some other information here and talk about opportunities. So you can see that I can add a new opportunity, or I can manage the one that's already existing. Let's take a look at the one that I've already created. So here we have an opportunity for widgets just for demo purposes. And then from the stage section, we can actually choose what stage we are within this opportunity. Again, depending on which CRM you're using, this is going to be completely customized because we're going to query that particular section of your existing opportunity stages and pull those into Swyft Mobile for you. From there, we can talk about next action steps, dates and times, any notes on this particular opportunity that we want to keep there. We can change the revenue between high and low, change the estimated close date, and then anything that we manage from there is going to immediately sync back to your CRM in real time. All right. Let's go ahead and go back to the particular record here. And let's talk a little bit about how we can automate some of the workflow and automation within Swyft Mobile. Here in the top right-hand section, I have a section called Presentation. This can mean really anything. All of our customers use this very differently depending on their specific industry or business. But basically, we can automate the workflow since you are on a mobile device in the field. We don't want you to take notes while you're in the field, come back at the end of the day, and then basically have to do all of your data entry into your CRM at the end of each day. We're going to allow you to be more productive, and we're going to allow you to customize this on a per customer basis. So for example, you could have anything from schedule a meeting, maybe this particular contact or prospect's no longer interested, whatever the case may be. For example, if you use the Infusionsoft CRM, this will actually allow you to update your opportunity stages with a click of the button or apply a tag, which would kick off even more automation when it syncs in real time back to your Infusionsoft CRM. A lot of our customers love this capability because one, you log the activity, and with Infusionsoft, applying a tag does create a lot of automation with marketing and email campaigns. Just with a click of a button, you can trigger lots of automation with the Infusionsoft CRM. From there, you get the rest of the account details. Again, on a mobile device, you can call or email directly from the application. You're not toggling back and forth between different apps. Most of our clients are now exclusively using Swyft Mobile for all of their work and relying on Infusionsoft to start the automation based on what you're doing within Swyft Mobile. So again, just very simple, easy user interface with Swyft Mobile. You're learning and using one single application all day long and letting your CRM do the automation work. From there, you can put in any notes that you choose to, and then you get a history view of this particular contact or company record. All right, so again, that's a lot of the automation and workflow within Swyft Mobile, 100% configurable on a per client basis. But again, the trick here is you gain a lot more productivity with a click of the button versus taking notes or waiting till the end of the day to send information back to your CRM. Let's go back to the dashboard. Again, this is a great new user interface for Swyft Mobile, much more condensed version of what was previously loaded on the dashboard, but we've also given you the ability now to get much more information at your fingertips on the dashboard versus having to hunt that out by clicking and drilling down into a lot of information that was hidden. So let's talk a little bit about some of the management capabilities that come along with Swyft Mobile. I've shown you so far a lot of what you can do through the mobile interface as just a typical end user. Let's talk about some of the advantages of the management capabilities within Swyft Mobile. So as a manager or maybe somebody that has a little bit more responsibility in the back office, I have this appointments calendar here. Again, that's going to sync the calendar from your CRM as well as Swyft Mobile. We are working on a Google Calendar integration as far as when this video was recorded. However, if I'm someone in the back office or a manager, I want to keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on with my entire team. So with this appointments calendar, again, on the browser version of Swyft Mobile, I can basically see what's going on for the month, the week, or even down into the day of my entire team. Here I basically get a really good overview of all of the appointments going on, and since I have control, I can drill down into any of these appointments, get more detail. Maybe a customer or prospect calls in, they want to reschedule or cancel the appointment, or maybe one of my sales or service people are out sick for the day or for the week. I can come in here to my appointments calendar, drill down into that appointment, basically reassign, change the date, change the time. Basically gives me full control of all of the appointments and tasks within Swyft Mobile. So that's the appointments calendar. Next, let's talk about assignments, because a lot of organizations, especially in small and medium-sized businesses, have some sort of territory set up for their reps. So here I'm going to create a new assignment. So I'm going to go to the Create section, and some of my demo data is here in Lexington, Kentucky for demo purposes. So I'm going to drill down farther into Lexington, and I'm going to wait for some of my customers to pop up here. So I have a few pins listed here, and I'm just going to show you that I can move the map anywhere I choose. And what I want to do now is create a new territory. Maybe I have a new market that I've gone into, or maybe I have a new rep starting for my company. I'm going to switch to assignment mode, and I'm going to use my polygon selection tool. So basically all I need to do is draw out a rectangle, whatever the case may be, whatever my particular geography looks like, and just close that loop. You'll see all those pins turn to yellow within my territory, and it can't be any easier than assigning it to the particular user. So I have my entire team listed here. I'm going to select myself just for demo purposes. And then once you assign to user, I'm going to log in as an individual user starting off my day. I'm going to see that I have, X number of new contacts within my territory. From there, I can drill down, filter the information, see which ones are closest to me when I'm out in the field, or which ones I want to go after first, depending on my role within the company. So territory assignment, very easy. You see with a few clicks of the button here, as an administrator of Swyft Mobile, I've created a new territory for one of my sales or service reps. The last piece of functionality that we'll end with today is reporting. So sort of think of, a day in the life of using Swyft Mobile. We've worked with some contacts, we've scheduled appointments, we've completed tasks, we've gone out into the field and basically done our job for the day. Now, as an administrator or manager with Swyft Mobile, I can now report on all of that information that my team is going out and doing every day. So we have a number of standard or canned reports here for you to choose from. Very easy for Swyft Mobile to configure these reports more or create custom ones from scratch for you based on your business needs. So for example, I could get a really quick summary of how many accounts I have in the database, how many appointments we've completed or done for the day, week, month, quarter, year, whatever the case may be. Let's take, for examples, presentments or presentations by result and what was the reason or outcome for those appointments. So here within Swyft Mobile, I can configure the date. Let's get a nice range there. I'll configure the start and end date, and then we'll just view the report. Here we can configure or filter it a little bit more. So another benefit to Swyft Mobile with reporting is that the reports are 100% configurable. And let's go ahead and view this information. So once this information shows up, let me kind of give you a good overview of what this report's showing me. Here on the left-hand side, top to bottom, I have my entire sales team. And then left to right in these blue and gray bars, I have information based on, what my users are doing out in the field. So, how many meetings did we schedule? How many said they're not interested? If I sold something, was it a product or service? If I was unable to present, or if I updated the account. The information that's going to show up on this report for you as a customer of Swyft Mobile is going to be configured to your terminology, your workflow, and your type of organization. So for demo purposes, this is just kind of giving me a high-level overview of what happens in my account specifically, but this report would have your specific information populated. From there, you would simply just see, quantities going left to right, and then totals along the bottom of this particular report. So again, powerful information here. The great thing about Swyft Mobile with our reporting engine is if the information is being tracked in your account in Swyft Mobile, regardless of what CRM you're using, we can report on that information for you. So if it's difficult within your CRM to get information populated within a report or it's just not there, that's a great backup plan for Swyft Mobile to report on that information for you. So let me go back to the dashboard and kind of sum up what we've talked about today. So again, Swyft Mobile, it's a true mobile application, regardless of what CRM you use today. It's also available on the desktop version. So if you are back in the office or you're an administrator of the system, the user interface is exactly the same, whether I'm on a mobile device or the desktop version. So no two different versions to have to learn. And again, powerful information. I can track all of my appointments. I have full functionality to push all of that information back to my CRM, including opportunities. And then I just showed you our powerful reporting engine as well. So again, if you have any questions, please contact us at our website, swiftmobile.com. If you have any specific questions, feel free to email me at sales@swiftmobile.com. Again, that's Swyft, SWYFT, mobile.com. Again, we hope to hear from you soon. And